Hi, lovely to have you here. Welcome to the Electro Revolution EV News Brief. My name is Michael and I'm a car and tech enthusiast. Here are today's top electric vehicle stories from around the world. First, Tesla. They recorded demand in Europe, mixed signals globally. Now, Tesla closed in November with a headline-grabbing surge in European purchases. Norway in particular saw record monthly sales as buyers rushed to lock in EV purchases ahead of planned tax changes. At the same time, Tesla's order books in China for Model Y remain extremely tight, with some trims sold out for 2025 production. The picture is mixed. Strong pockets of demand, but softer showings in parts of Europe and China compared with last year. Now for BYD. The new Atto 2 DMI and price support moves. China's BYD is expanding choices with the new Atto 2 DMI, and that's the plug-in hybrid variant. A compact SUV that targets long combined range with a petrol hybrid setup and up to around 90 kilometers electric range in its larger battery spec. Meanwhile, BYD dealers in several markets are running refreshed cashback and finance offers as it fights for volume against Tesla and other rivals. Now to Rivian news. Rivian has begun a staged rollout of a new Autonomy software build for the Gen 2 R1 owners in advance of the company's planned December Autonomy AI showcase. At the same time, the company is running year-end lease and purchase incentives on select 2025 R1 configurations, and that's to accelerate deliveries before December 31. We can expect more detail from Rivian at its December event. And now to cover briefly NIO and other China EV makers. Now, China's EV makers, they're pushing hard to finish the year strong. NIO, for example, reported a very strong November with deliveries up sharply year on year. The company and peers like Xpeng and Li Auto are all targeting record Decembers to meet quarterly goals. That push, that's shaping investor sentiment and global EV supply dynamics as manufacturers chase volume, and that's volume sales. And now to go to Lucid news. Lucid has launched a more affordable Gravity Touring variant, and that's positioned below the Grand Touring, and it's expected to begin deliveries in December. Now, Lucid has been offering limited time inventory discounts in the US as it works to broaden its demand across the country. The move, it underlines how luxury EV brands are adjusting their pricing and product mixes to stimulate sales, especially for this end of year quarter. Now let's go through quickly some other brands like Porsche, Hyundai, Kia, BMW, Mercedes, Stellantis, and many others. Now the product highlights for Porsche, of course, that continues development work, and that blends EV performance with driver engagement. They're taking lessons from competitors and new EV driving dynamics. Hyundai and Kia, they remain influential in performance-orientated EV tech, and that's simulated shifting and end-division dynamics, while legacy luxury brands continue rolling out incremental range and charging tech improvements across their EV lineups. Expect incremental updates rather than sweeping surprises as manufacturers fine-tune software, battery management, and premium features. Now let's go through a quick global roundup, and what I'm introducing here is new releases by country. So let's first look at the United States. The Lucid Gravity Touring and entry-level Gravity Touring availability and discounts. Rivian R1 updates and incentives. In China, BYD's new Atto 2 DMI variants, NIO with a strong delivery for months and new ES8 generation rollouts. In Europe and the UK, the Porsche Taycan updates and continued EV model launches from Volkswagen Group brands. Strong regional demand and pockets like Norway. In Australia and APAC, Hyundai, Kia, Ioniq and the Ioniq family updates have multiple new EV model arrivals planned for 2026. I'll go into those a little later. BYD local offers, they are introducing, for example, a $4,000 discount instead of the $3,000 discount that's been done on some of their vehicles. And that's the EV brief for today. So the quick takeaways: end of year deliveries, software updates, and short-term incentives, they're driving most of the headlines today. Manufacturers are managing both demand pockets and pricing strategies as the global EV market normalizes after its rapid recent expansion. So, I'm Michael. If you enjoyed this news item, feel free to subscribe. Send a like, share this content with someone who'd be interested, or just leave a comment. It all really helps. Until the next news item, I hope to see you there. Bye for now.